Welcome back, everybody. It is 5:15, and 1 year ago today, a tornado ripped right through the town of Linwood, Kansas. Thankfully, nobody was killed. Thankfully and unbelievably. Families and businesses are still working to pick up those pieces left behind by the EF-4 tornado to this very day. Now, this morning, that tornado was about a mile wide, we can tell you, and the destruction was felt spread all through the community.
Yeah, I mean, it just devastated several communities, and those sirens could be heard all the way in Kansas City and the surrounding areas. And Joe, you saw all that damage that was left behind the morning after it struck. I mean, your stories still stick with me today.
It was unbelievable, Gina. When you pulled into the town, I mean, it really did look like a junkyard all over the place. There was debris, and we're talking heavy debris, chunks of metal, large pieces of wood from the framework of houses just tossed miles and miles away, including other things that maybe aren't as heavy, like family photos and memories that were just scattered all around the yards, which is just heartbreaking to see for so many of those families.
Oh, I know. It was so hard, and their road to recovery has been a very long one, but a lot of families and businesses have come a long way since that storm. And of course, we can't talk about just the people. A lot of businesses and buildings were decimated. The greenhouse at Free State Growers definitely got felt a big impact from this. KCTV5 Savannah Rudisell is live there in Linwood this morning. Savannah, how has the recovery process been for them?
You know, incredibly, Free State Growers didn't actually lose much business at all. With some help from other growers around the country, they were able to start shipping out product in a week. But getting back to this point has been a while because, like you said, that building was just decimated. So what we're in right now, this is all brand new greenhouse. See, they've got all of this erected like this, and you've got to take a look right now here at the roof. That's what's truly incredible. You see the bars just like this were ripped apart just like ribbons and thrown all around the state. In fact, some of their product, like some of their pots, just like what you're seeing here, those blew all the way up to KCI. That's how strong these winds were. But we want to show you that they are still moving forward. Take a look at some of the construction that we saw yesterday. Free State Growers is building about 7 acres of brand new, highly efficient greenhouse. They say that they're working with a local greenhouse manufacturer, but they're also taking on a lot of the work themselves. They say they like to have that control. However, taking on a lot of that ownership also means doing 2 jobs.
Almost everything is either in process or is being rebuilt. So we're starting over really from scratch at the same time that we're growing and shipping. So it's been a real challenge, no doubt about it.
So the owner tells me that there's no way he could have gotten to this point without the help of all of their employees. For the most part, they have the same staff as they did the day of the tornado as they do today. A lot of them have just really stuck around. So coming up here in the next half hour, I want to show you a little bit more of that damage that remarkably Free State Growers in the whole city of Linwood have come together and rebuilt from. Reporting live in Linwood, Savannah Rudisell, KCTV5 News.
And if you remember, as we were looking at some of the damage the next day from that greenhouse, with this storm system, 170 miles per hour with this EF-4 that stayed on the ground for 30 miles. And I want to show you the storm track from that system because a lot of folks were talking about that, all of the debris, not only from Linwood, from areas of Lawrence, but that debris from that greenhouse that extended all the way to areas close to the airport. This is the track. Man, it started south of Clinton Lake and then continue right through areas south of Lawrence, Eudora, right over Linwood. Over 30 miles that this storm system was on the ground. We're going to continue to have more updates in terms of the coverage on the 1-year anniversary of that storm system, but I also want to get you up to date on our weather for today.